Hollywood world is buzzing with some new headlines being made. Eddie Murphy is in the news and he seems to be in hot water. With the court ordering him to pay even more alimony, you have to wonder, what is his reaction to the whole thing? To find out about Murphy's current thoughts and how it all happened, stay tuned as we take you through the latest piece of Hollywood news. First up, what even happened? Mel Brown, a former Spice Girl dubbed Scary Spice, and Eddie Murphy, a comedic legend, had a baby together. In comes Angel, the now teen daughter of the two superstars. Now these two had decided to call it quits before Angel was born, so after she blessed the world with her birth, no pun intended, Murphy was ordered by the court to pay monthly child support of around $39,000. Murphy agreed to that easily enough. However, then came the present day when the financial situation of the former Spice Girls had downgraded dramatically. So in due fashion, a little around 2 years ago, she filed for an increase in child support payments. Looks like Mel B got her wish, as the court recently ordered Murphy to pay an eye-watering $54,000 per month of child support until Angel turns 18. That's 3 years of child support left on the clock for the comedy superstar, though nowadays he doesn't seem to mind. In fact, not only did Murphy agree to pay the child support without any hassle, he even went ahead and decided to pay for Brown's legal fees. Such a nice chap. Next up, what could be the motivation behind this move from Murphy? While God only knows what's going on in his head, considering some recent pieces of news that have come to light, we can make an educated guess as to why Murphy is so inclined to pay more child support. The prime reason is he wants a healthier relationship with his daughter Angel. Now, Murphy has 10 children, so his relationship with this one was never fantastic. Though in recent times, it seems life has knocked some sense into the superstar, and he feels inclined to cultivate a strong bond with his teenage daughter. It's also a well-known fact that Mel B is broke nowadays. Her career has slowed down, almost ground to a halt, and she is struggling financially. She even went online and talked about it in an interview. She said that when she married her ex-husband Stephen Belafonte, though she did earn around £80 million throughout a period, by the time the divorce happened and they had that messy split of theirs, she walked away from that marriage with only a little less than $1,000 in her pocket. Ouch! So financial issues coupled with Murphy having a change of heart about his daughter can be identified as the two main reasons the star is inclined to shell out so much cash every month. Besides, it's not like he's missing out on anything. The man's loaded, so it's probably the equivalent of us lending $100 every month to a friend. Scratch that. Even that seems too expensive now that we think about it. Coming up, how are Murphy and Angel doing now? Well, they seem to have a tidy little schedule set up so that Angel can spend a good amount of time with her dad and get to know him better. Why, you ask? Well, for one, Murphy kind of denied her as his child for the first few years until a paternity test proved him wrong. Then he missed out on her entire childhood, so we believe some catching up is in order. Thankfully, it seems like Angel relishes the idea of getting to know her dad and enjoys going over on weekends and spending some quality family time together. Besides, from what we can tell, Mel B gets a nice kick out of it too. Mel B came out to talk about how she used to be madly in love with Eddie Murphy, and seeing Angel, her daughter who reminds her so much of him, visiting her dad helps her relive all those amazing memories they made together. Well, we're glad she's having a grand time helping her daughter connect with her father. And who knows, maybe a few family dinners are in order too. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Regardless of it all, the situation seems to be calm now, and everyone seems to be in a happy place. She has a father who hasn't forgotten about her, and instead wants to care and love for her. Besides, according to the former Spice Girl, seeing her daughter with Murphy reminds her of all those good times they had, however short of a fling it was. Now, we're sure you're still wondering what exactly happened between them. Don't worry, we'll get to that in a bit. For now, I'm sure we can all just relax and appreciate the fact that Murphy seems to be happy with his life right now, and there couldn't be a better moment to reflect on it. Kudos to Murphy for taking a step in the right direction. Finally, what does this mean for Murphy? When all is said and done, we can pretty much observe the fact that the real winner here is Murphy. If you look at it one way, the man just got asked to pay more for his daughter, and he gets to spend more time with her and forge stronger bonds. Everyone knows family comes first, and now that we're past the stage of him denying her as his child, we can see now how he likes to spend time with her, watching her grow and just being there for her. He's made some mistakes, but he's a human, right? There's always room to grow as a person, and Murphy seems to be on the right track as of right now. Mel B can also be rest assured about her daughter. The Hollywood world is burning with new fashion facts coming to light, and this time the spotlight is shining on Eddie Murphy. The ever-loved Mel B. Murphy has recently been charged to pay child support, and fans have the burning question, what happened between them? Join us today as we take you through the latest piece of Hollywood news. Let's get right into it. Now let's take a look at the juicy details. First up, how did it all begin? Well, we can assure you of the fact that Mel B was definitely head over heels in love with Murphy, and even went so far as to call him the highlight of her romantic life. When she went to Piers Morgan's show, Good Morning Britain, back in 2018, she was asked whether it was love at first sight. She responded with a yes, and even talked about how she had to leave the dinner party where they met early because she was so overwhelmed. We guess Eddie Murphy can be quite the charmer, huh? Mel B went on to talk about how Eddie was quite old-fashioned by the fact that he courted her and they took their time with things before appearing in the public eye and revealing all the juicy details about their relationship. We can say one thing for sure, it kind of looks like they had a really good thing going before it. Unfortunately, had to end. But more on that later. Eddie Murphy must be quite something to have smitten one of the biggest pop stars of all time like that. Finally, how the problem started. This is where it gets tricky. See, Mel B and Eddie Murphy were in the process of buying a house together, and Mel B probably thought that she needed more time to think things through. Reportedly, Eddie Murphy called her insane for hesitating. Regardless, it so happened that Mel B asked for a short break so she could fly back to England and discuss things with her mom. Now, it so happened that Eddie took things in a drastically wrong way and told the media that they had broken up. To top it all off, Mel B didn't even find out through Eddie himself. She found out through the media on the flight back. Then came the pregnancy. Things got a bit nasty here. Murphy denied that the baby was his and demanded a paternity test to verify if it was so. Well, Mel B went through with it, and lo and behold, turns out the baby was Eddie's after all. After that, well, Eddie had to pay child support for a long time and even refused to have a relationship with his newly born daughter. Fast forward to 2022, and here we are, everything right in the world again. Finally, how is everyone doing now? Well, Murphy and his daughter now have a good thing going. As we said before, she visits him on weekends, and even Murphy's mother was reported telling Mel B that she was always her favorite. Looks like the family has everything together and is right again. We'll just have to wait and see if there's any more family drama to be seen from them. But until then, we can relax and just watch them prosper and grow. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Eddie and Mel should have broken up? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.